This right here is one of the most important shoes in sneaker history. Today we're looking at the 2026 version of the Air Max 95 Neon Big Bubble. And if you're familiar with sneaker culture at all, you'd know that this is not just a shoe, this is like a cultural phenomenon. Depending on where you grew up, this shoe can mean something completely different for you. If you're from the UK, especially if you're from Liverpool or London, these are legendary. They call them the 110s because that was the original price tag, 110 pounds. It was pretty much the uniform for the grime and garage scenes of the 90s. And over in Japan, the hype for this shoe was so crazy that it started a whole movement called Air Max hunting, where people would literally get their shoes stolen from their feet. And this shoe actually back then used to resell for around 3,000 US dollars. This was way before StockX. And if you listen to hip hop in the 90s, well, everyone wore this, from Ghostface Killah to Jay-Z. And you already know what one rapper would do to you if you stole these from him.
That's 10 years I told Pooh in 95 I'll kill you if you try me for my Air Max 95s.
But over the last several years, the 95s kind of faded into the background for most sneakerheads. The releases got a bit stale, and honestly, the fit on those shoes were just really bad. I pretty much refused to wear this shoe simply because of how terribly painful it felt when wearing them. But Nike has been listening, and they have now released this big bubble version, and they seem to have fixed most of the problems that people had with this shoe. So I'll be telling you exactly how these have changed, how they compare to the 2020 version, and how they fit on feet right now. We have to first of all respect the history of this shoe. Prior to the Air Max 95s, most Air Max sneakers were designed by Tinker Hatfield. But for the 95s, it was given to Sergio Lozano, who at the time worked for Nike ACG. And Sergio actually found his inspiration from maybe the most unlikely place, and that's the human body itself. And you'll notice that throughout the shoes. Looking at these neon lace locks there, they're supposed to represent a human rib cage, and honestly, it does kind of look like it. These layered panels here, that inspiration came from muscle fibers. And then when you look at the outsole, this part inspired by the human spine. And when these released back in 95, they were a big deal because at the time nobody had seen a shoe that looks anything like this. And this particular neon colorway, absolutely iconic. These neon sections here, they were inspired by Nike's racing heritage, and Sergio used it on all the sections of the shoe that highlighted the performance. Also, fun fact, this was the first ever Nike running shoe to feature a black midsole, and the reason Sergio put that there is because he didn't want the dirt to show so easily. So let's talk about this 2026 version, or let's call it actually the 2025 version, just released in bigger quantities now. Nike surprised us last year for the 30th anniversary of Air Max by actually dropping very limited quantities of this Neon 95. But it was a super limited release and honestly very difficult to get. They were reselling for quite a lot too. But fast forward to now for 2026, on March the 5th, that's when this shoe will be receiving a very wide release. From what I can tell, almost every retailer that sells Nikes are going to be getting these. They should be very easy to get if you actually want them. Although I wouldn't sleep on them, especially the bigger sizes. If you're thinking about maybe waiting until they go on sale, I'm not so sure the bigger sizes will last that long, but it's a pretty bad economy right now, so who knows. They will be retailing for $180, and actually alongside this shoe, there's an entire neon pack dropping. We have the Air Max 90, the Air Max Plus, and the Air Max TL 2.5, and all of them, as you can see, look pretty sick in this neon colorway, especially those 90s. I don't think we've seen 90s before in this neon colorway, and they look fire. So I'm definitely wishing you guys best of luck in trying to cop these, but I don't think it should be too hard. So let's talk about how these compare with the 2020 version. You might be wondering, should I actually cop these if I have that pair? I don't actually have the 2020 on me. However, from all the research I've done on these two shoes, it definitely seems like it's worth it to grab this one. In terms of design differences, it's pretty subtle. This 2026 version has a slightly lighter gray on the top compared to the 2020s. Also, these neon lace loops on this version seem to be a lot brighter, and the insole on this one seems to be much more of a fluorescent green rather than fluorescent yellow on the previous one. But let's be honest, the biggest design difference, the reason why we're here, is that big bubble on the heel. Just like Nike did with the Air Max 1s when they brought it out in the big bubble version, they've now done it here on the 95s, and it's definitely very noticeable. So I have a regular pair of 95s here. This is the Toronto colorway. It's very easy to tell just how much bigger that bubble is on the neons, especially when you look at the heel, I mean, that's not even close. The neons looks like twice as big. Back in the early 2000s, Nike actually redesigned the bubble on the 95s. You see the seam that runs right down the middle here? That's what the original pairs had, but then Nike actually removed that seam on the newer pairs and made the bubble smaller. And the reason was because the older pairs seemed to deflate or pop over time, but now Nike's brought it back and hopefully they've improved that technology and these bubbles aren't gonna burst. And another cool detail they've added is on the outsole, you can see the exact PSI on the different sections of the air bubble. The forefoot 20 PSI, the midfoot 25, and the heel 5. But now let's talk about comfort and sizing. To me, that's probably the most important feature of this new version. I'm not afraid to say it. I honestly used to hate wearing Air Max 95s. As someone with slightly wide feet, those shoes were just pretty much unbearable for me to walk in. I always had to go a half size up, and even at a half size up, it wasn't exactly comfy. But Nike completely remastered the fit on these. You'll even notice that the toe box region is a bit more bulbous. There's a lot more space in there, and I can definitely say that you can comfortably go true to size in this pair. Even if you have a slightly wide foot like mine, true to size will still fit you good. Now, if you have much wider feet, then I would still suggest going up half a size, but at true to size, for me, the fit is perfect. It does feel slightly different than the SB 95s. I did find that the SBs were even more roomier in the toe. And as far as the cushioning on these, it does feel a bit softer. That air does feel like it has a bit more give. So if you like that squishier feeling, you will appreciate these. However, don't bother comparing this shoe to like a modern running shoe like an Adidas Evo SL. You just should not be comparing them. It's not in the same category. But I would just say compared to the older versions of the 95, this one definitely more comfortable. At the end of the day, the Air Max 95 Neon is an absolute classic. Doesn't matter what you wear these with, throw them on with some cargos, wear them with jeans. I feel like the shoe looks awesome. It belongs in every sneaker collection. And the fact that Nike actually fixed the sizing and now you can enjoy wearing them is a big plus. But I want to hear from you guys. Do you prefer this big bubble version? Do you like how that looks? Do you prefer the bigger toe box? Or do you actually like the versions from the 2000s? Will you be adding this pair to the collection? Do let me know. If you found the video helpful at all, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping content just like this, sneaker and fashion content coming at you every single week. And give me a follow on Instagram because I'm dropping content on there basically daily. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.